When you think of Detroit, what do you think about?
All I ever wanted was somebody to hear me, and all I ever wanted was somebody to feel me.
All those things may be true, but this we know, Jesus loves Detroit. Detroit had it all. Estimates say over 2 million people lived in Detroit at one time. But then the 1950s hit and things started to unravel. The 1967 riots brought a social and economic downfall to this great city. Now estimates say there are under 700,000 people who live here. Most people now avoid Detroit, just like they did in ancient days with Samaria. Most church planting gurus would say, go where an economic and social awakening has happened. That is not Detroit, but God has planted us here to make a difference in a city that He dearly loves and that He has been working in all along. Hearing and obeying a call to move to Detroit, the Hanafis and the Bontragers moved in 2010, leaving a comfortable suburban lifestyle to move to the inner city of Detroit. Once we moved to Detroit, we started having Friday night cookouts weekly. We met at a local park and played soccer with the children. We had service projects in the neighborhoods. And Jesus grew that crowd from 14 at first meeting in a living room to now 150 regular attenders on a Sunday morning. From one D group to now 4 healthy D groups.
You've heard some of the beautiful things that God has been doing at Restore Church, for which we give Him all the glory. Because of the continued growth that we have been experiencing, coupled with unique privileges and challenges of serving in the inner city, it is absolutely vital that Pastor Clete be freed up full-time to further develop and grow our discipleship structures. We believe that this is very important for lasting impact and transformation in the city. In teaming up with me to plant Restore Church, Pastor Clete has demonstrated before many his clear gifting and calling. Would you help us deploy Pastor Clete into full-time ministry by supporting his family through both opening up your wallets and through your prayers?
Our discipleship groups are the mechanism in which we press the gospel further and deeper into one another. It is also the mechanism in which we show and tell Jesus in our neighborhoods. God has done great things here in Detroit and is continuing to bless, but we need to steward the growth. I need to give full-time attention to our D groups for process and development of leaders. We need to disciple those who are coming to Christ. How can you help? By giving financially to the work here at Restore, in Detroit, and for prayer. Giving a lot and lots of prayer. John Piper once said, go, send, or disobey. The Bontrager family has been tasked to go, and we are here in Detroit. Most have been tasked to stay, but to send financial resources to those who are on the mission field. Will you financially partner with Bontragers and Restore family?
Don't tell me this ain't